So now that our boxes are all built, we're going to install some drip irrigation. And we're going to put some chicken wire covers on to keep the vermin out, because these veggies will be really tasty once they get going. So what I'm going to do is build a little 2x4 frame that sits on top of this, and then it's going to be a rounded top of the chicken wire. First, I'm going to see if the chicken wire will just hold the shape. I have my doubts. I'll probably have to reinforce it with some PVC or some plumbing tubing just to keep it lightweight, but also help keep its shape. Probably be about 3 feet tall. That'll be good for Brussels sprouts and broccoli and whatever else we put in there. We probably won't have any tomatoes or anything that grows really large, so 3 feet should be plenty. And that's all I got left for waste. So here's my basic shape. It's about 2 foot by 6 foot. And that'll be the lower part that mates with the garden raised bed box. And then I'll have the chicken wire arch over top of it. At this point, the easiest method is just to copy one over. I used a staple gun and a lot of staples to keep the chicken wire connected to the wooden frame. I pre-drilled through the PEX tubing and into the wooden frame. I followed that up with a large wood screw to hold it in place. This PEX piping holds its shape pretty well, so it was easy to do with just the one person. Adding the second and the third arches is just a simple copy of the first. The roll of chicken wire only covered 4 feet, so I had to cut a 2-foot piece and add it to the end. Because the beds are 6 feet long and my chicken wire is 4 feet long, I used a 1.5 pieces to cover the entire length of the planter. I just used a pair of wire cutters to cut it. Any pliers or side cutters will probably work as well. Just be sure to wear gloves because they get really sharp and the edges of the chicken wire will cut you. So now we have a nice tight fit here along the edge. I can go back and add a little bit more if I see some openings, but for the most part it's secured to the blue pipe, as you can see, and the 2 pieces are secured to each other. So I'm pretty happy. I just folded over any extra that I could and just try to bend these out of the way. Little bits like this you can actually pull around and twist in so they're not so much exposed. But the edge looks pretty good. There's definitely some overlap. Again, I'll take these and just twist them around to get them out of the way. I added some medium duty hinges to the back, and overall I'm happy with the entire design. The dripper lines just stub in to the main feed pipe. You can see I have it here coming out of the ground and to the 90 and going across my raised bed. I think I had some animals getting in, so I just added an extra piece of chicken wire here. But they just stub into the main feed and then route across the garden beds and drip. You can see the broccoli and cauliflower have been liking it. Down inside one of my raised beds here, I'm using some dripper line, and you can see every 6 inches it can drip. This works really well. It waters right down to the soil, so you're not losing a lot in the wind. So it's actually a very efficient way of watering. You can see here, I have the line going through. This is for my carrots and radishes.